In this question we are asked what is the sum of certain pair of consecutive odd integers. So we have to find integers which are odd and they have to be consecutive. Now since there's not much that we can infer from the question, we move on to step 2. In step 2 we first analyze the statement 1. The statement 1 tells us that at least one of the integers is negative. The meaning of the statement is that at the minimum, one of the two integers has to be negative. That means we can have two cases. In case 1, suppose one of the numbers is negative and the other is positive. Then the possible values in this case would be -1 and 1. And the other case possible here is when both the numbers are negative. In this case, the pair of integers can be -3, -5, -1, -3 and so on. So we cannot get a unique value of pair of integers which are odd and hence we cannot find a unique sum. So statement 1 is insufficient. And from the given options, we can eliminate options A and D. We now check the sufficiency of statement 2. So the statement 2 tells us that at least one of the integers is positive. So this again means that at the minimum one of the integers is positive. We can again split this into two cases. Now the case 1 under statement 2 can be one of the integers is positive and the other is negative. Now this is possible when one of the integers is 1 and the other is -1. And the other case would be that both the integers are positive. We can get multiple values which satisfy this case, such as 3, 5, 1, 3 and so on. And hence we can conclude that statement 2 is also insufficient since we cannot get a unique pair of consecutive odd integers and hence we cannot find the sum which is unique. We now move on to step 3, which is checking the sufficiency of both the statements together. Now from statement 1, we have that at least one of the integers is negative. And from statement 2, we have that at least one of the integers is positive. Now combining these two cases, we can see that the only possible option is when the integers are -1 and 1. So the pair of odd integers is found to be -1 and 1 and their sum will be equal to -1 + 1 which is equal to 0. So we can conclude that the statements together are sufficient and hence the correct answer is option C.